Most people think the liver gets damaged only from too much alcohol, sugary drinks, or an unhealthy diet. But here's the truth, those things aren't the biggest threat to your liver. In fact, what's really harming your liver is something you are exposed to every single day, in every part of the world, no matter how healthy you try to be. And the worst part, you can't completely avoid it. But there is one effective way to protect your liver, and that's exactly what I'm going to show you today. Our livers are remarkable. They filter our blood, break down toxins, store nutrients, and help digest fats. Every single minute, your liver is working silently in the background to keep you alive and healthy. But over the last few decades, our environment has changed in ways the human body was never designed for. We're surrounded by invisible chemicals that interfere with our hormones and overload our detox systems. These include pesticides sprayed on crops, herbicides used on lawns, insecticides in homes, fungicides on produce, plastics in packaging, and forever chemicals in everything from non-stick pans to waterproof jackets. These chemicals don't just pass through your body harmlessly, they can mimic one of your own hormones, estrogen. And when that happens, the effects can be felt all over the body. Here's the science made simple. Inside your cells, there are structures called hormone receptors. Think of them as little locks, waiting for the right key, your natural hormones to fit in and trigger specific actions. The estrogen receptor is one such lock. But unlike many other hormone receptors, the estrogen receptor is unusually open-minded. That means a wide variety of chemicals can fit into it, even ones your body was never meant to encounter. These imposters are called xenoestrogens. Xeno meaning foreign. They don't come from your own endocrine system, but once they latch onto estrogen receptors, they can activate or block estrogen-like effects in your tissues. When these xenoestrogens trigger receptors in your liver, bile production drops. Bile is crucial. It's the main way your body gets rid of fat-soluble toxins. Without enough bile, toxins get recycled back into your bloodstream instead of being flushed out. Over time, this can lead to chronic inflammation, fatty liver disease, and even cirrhosis, permanent scarring of the liver. But the liver is just one part of the story. Breast tissue. Estrogen receptors here, when overactivated, can increase the risk of breast cancer. And it's not your natural estrogen that's to blame, it's the environmental toxins acting like estrogen. Uterus and fertility. In women, xenoestrogens can disrupt menstrual cycles, cause heavy or irregular periods, and even reduce fertility. Thyroid gland. Your thyroid has estrogen receptors too. Too much stimulation from these chemicals can contribute to hypothyroidism, slowing your metabolism and causing fatigue and weight gain. Body fat distribution. Excess estrogen tends to promote fat storage, especially around the hips and thighs. In men, it can even cause gynecomastia, enlargement of breast tissue. Skin estrogen receptors in your skin can be triggered by toxins, leading to breakouts or acne flare-ups. Male reproductive health. In men, these chemicals can lower testosterone levels, decrease sperm count, and affect sexual health. If you think this is just a human health concern, think again. Scientists have documented the feminization of male fish in polluted waters, in some cases, males producing eggs. Similar effects are seen in amphibians and other wildlife. On a global scale, we're seeing trends like earlier puberty in girls and falling testosterone and sperm counts in men. These patterns are consistent with long-term exposure to hormone-disrupting chemicals. Here's the hopeful part. Your liver can detoxify xenoestrogens. That's its job. But there's a catch. It can only do it effectively if it's not already overloaded by poor diet, alcohol, chronic stress, infections, or other toxins. If your liver is running at full capacity just to keep up with everyday stressors, these hormone-mimicking chemicals can build up faster than you can remove them. While you can reduce your exposure to these toxins, for example, by choosing organic produce when possible, avoiding plastic food containers, and using natural cleaning products, you can't avoid them entirely. That's why supporting your liver's natural detox pathways is essential. The single best way to do this? Cruciferous vegetables, kale, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, cabbage, arugula. These vegetables contain special plant compounds that help your liver transform fat-soluble toxins into water-soluble forms your body can eliminate. One key compound is called dim-diindolylmethane. It's formed when you chew or chop cruciferous vegetables. DIM helps your body balance estrogen levels by converting stronger forms of estrogen into weaker, less harmful forms. It also helps block enzymes that would otherwise convert testosterone into estrogen, good news for both men and women. Another compound, sulforaphane, is found in high amounts in broccoli sprouts and also in radishes. Sulforaphane activates over 200 detox genes in your body and feeds beneficial gut bacteria that further support detoxification. For most people, including a serving of cruciferous vegetables at least 3 to 4 times a week can make a noticeable difference. That might be a bowl of steamed broccoli, a handful of raw arugula in your salad, or a side of roasted Brussels sprouts. If you want the most potent detox boost, try broccoli sprouts. Even a tablespoon a day can be powerful. Remember to prepare them in ways that preserve their beneficial compounds, like steaming lightly rather than overcooking. The reason this topic is so important is because these environmental toxins are practically impossible to avoid entirely. They're in our air, water, food, and even in household dust. But by making small, consistent changes to your diet and lifestyle, you can dramatically reduce their impact on your health. If you've experienced symptoms like unexplained fatigue, stubborn weight gain, skin issues, or hormonal imbalances, leave a comment and let me know your experience. I read everyone. And if you found this video helpful, make sure to like and subscribe for weekly science-backed health tips from me, Dr. Aria Wells.